Welcome to Mashinky episode 17 already. Today we are going to have the final output of goods from the factory down here to Newport. I think that's Newport over here. Now let's tell you how we get there. So we're going to be following a couple of trains later on. This train here bringing steel into the factory, and the goods train, which you can see here, we're going to be following that one as well. So that's two new materials that we haven't seen before. Now, we started off looking at the demands of the factory. So this is the factory up here. It demands sand, coal and iron ingots to produce steel. So the first thing we needed to do was to put the steel get the steel was the sand. Over here we've got the sand quarry. So let's put it in a little bit closer so you can see. So we've got the sand quarry over here. That took 30 up to 30 sand over to this steelworks here. You can see the maximum we've got there is 200. So that's why that train is bringing back the sand, because we haven't used it, so we need to sort that out quite quickly. Well, this sand is being used to make the steel. So if we click on the steelworks again, we've got coal which needed to be brought in, and that was with this long bridge here. So we had coal. We've got two parts for coal. The first part is taking it over to this foundry over here. We'll have a look at that in a minute. But this coal was going direct past the sawmill, along the bridge, and we'll have a look at going across the bridge later. So that's three trains we need to look at. And then it went past the depot and into the steelworks. The next train we looked at was the iron ingots. Now this iron ingots foundry here also got coal from this coal mine, but this time it came on this route around and up to the foundry, and we also got some iron ore from this one, which was quite close by. So that in turn made the iron ingots. We did get some coal tokens there. Well, that made the iron ingots, and then the iron ingots were transported for the last part of the steel making process up to the steel works, and then we got some steel. So the steel that was produced here is, as you can see, being transported down by train along to this station, which is the factory. The factory then produces the goods and the tokens. You can see we've got 42 tokens, and the goods went from this factory using this train all the way over to Newport. And if we look at Newport, if we look at the station, not sure why it's not producing, not letting us have any goods. Oh, I know why. It's because we haven't got a building. So we click on Newport. For this one, the extensions are shop. So we need a shop. That is going to be placed in the town centre. So we can rotate that. I'm going to put that next to the town centre. I'm going to make sure it's facing towards the station. And that will be, I'll probably put it there actually, because then it's a little bit closer. So that's why those goods weren't being delivered, because we don't have a shop in Newport. So that's been rectified. So we've got the shop now. And if you click on the shop, you can see that it's accepting the goods. So that will be absolutely fine. And you can see now accepts the goods. So this train will come back with those goods and deliver them off. So that's got 21 in there, can carry 42. So that should be all in order now. We can put other shops in, but I think one for the time being is sufficient. We've got post in Newport and we've got some people. We've not got any passenger service from Newport. It's purely a cargo at the moment. So we're looking to see where we can get that to. There is a place over here. This is Penzance, and if we put it in the build mode, that is not in a bad location because we can swing Newport round, put a track down around this lake and up to Penzance over here. So I'm going to put a station in at Penzance. Let's see where the post office is. That house needs to be moved, obviously, but we can put the station in temporarily just till things start moving. We want quite a bit of platform on that as well. So the platform needs to bring in the post office. That's a long way out, actually, the post office. Yeah, that should be fine. One more will bring it in. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should be okay because we'll have 4 stations and then we'll have some on this side of the road. So that should be okay. So that will start putting posts there ready for delivery. That will go over to Newport when we've got time to sort that out. And that will cut across here, cut across this edge. We might do some landscaping. As long as we don't interfere with this refinery, we should be able to bring that in to Newport there. So the goods are okay, they will be transported. We could have goods on the passengers actually. It's not really massive cargo stuff like iron ore or coal. So we can have goods going with the passenger trains in time. So that's okay. That's all sorted out. So it has been quite a construct. Now let's have a look at some of the trains in operation. So the first one we're going to look at is this train over here that's going over the bridge and up to the steelworks. So I'm going to click on that train. Let's just have zoom in on it. Let's have a look at it. We'll put it in proper mode. That's carrying the coal to the steelworks. Just drag it down a little bit. We'll go with this one until it goes back over the bridge. And then we'll have a look at some of the other trains as well. So this one is a Prussian T3. Still a steam train. That's going into steelworks now, dropping off the coal. We will need a coal hopper. Where we're going to put the coal hopper, I'm not so sure. We might need to transfer this track over to the inside. The coal, and bring that one into this station here. But that's for the future. So that's delivered the coal and the steelworks in the background there. Very detailed. Let's have a look at the steelworks, see what the extensions are for it. So we've got some extensions we can have in. Protective atmosphere, Siemens Martin furnace. We've looked at these before, I think. The oxygen mazout furnace. I think we looked at those in the last episode. So this one is well out of our range at the moment, but this one should bring in a little bit more. 50. How many do we have? We have 202. I need to check what we need to get to the next level. This one's bringing in some iron ore. This one is going to go back over the bridge. We'll just follow it over the bridge. You can see it in the foreground there. I'm just going to position myself over here before we can see the train coming on, and then we'll follow it across the bridge. Move that up there actually. So a massive undertaking, this stone bridge. We were going to put a suspension bridge on, but we couldn't afford it. We will put one of those suspension bridges on somewhere. But they do take up a lot of tokens that we need. So here comes the steam train now with its empty carriages. It's going over the bridge with us. The water lapping up against the rocks. So that's that train. We'll leave that one for now, and we'll have a look at some of the others. Let's bring that round. So we'll have a look at the train that's delivering the steel. This one here is delivering the steel. We can follow that one. Not the greatest scenic route, but it'd be nice to see it loading up with the steel. So we've got just the flat wagons here. Again, we'll try and bring that round so we can see all of it. Zoom in a little bit. That's also a Prussian T3. Chugging along nicely. These tokens are going up quite quickly. In fact, all the tokens are going up quite quickly now, so we should be in a position to move to the next era fairly shortly. We'll check that out in a minute. Let's have a look at this one loading up. We've got a train in the background. So things are coming together. I think we've got maybe a couple more tokens to get, and then we can concentrate on building up the towns, turning them into cities. Hopefully the cities can get up to about 100, maybe 200. They are currently, our highest one last time was 13. So we've got quite a long way to go, but there's no rush with this game. It's a nice relaxing evening spent playing a train game. We're just coming in now, passing the depot, and good timing because we've got another train coming up. We've got two coming into the station. Let's see if we can get a better view of those two coming into this area. Bring that out of the way. Two steam trains are arriving at the same time, one dropping off, one picking up. So these are the steel that we're taking. Only got 2 out of 3 in each carriage, but that will be sufficient. So we're going to transport these, and then we'll just see it move out, and then we'll have a look at what we need to get to the next era. Only one in the back two wagons, or carriages, flatbeds. So that's the trains. I hope you've enjoyed looking at those. And now we'll have a look at the next stage. So this is going to cost us 2,000. We have 500 of these, a long way short at the moment. 200 we've got, and 100 of those, we will get done pretty quickly. So this is the one that we need to have a look at. We need to maybe up those, increase those, because otherwise it's going to take a longish time. So thanks very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the first delivery of goods to Newport, and the steelworks is now fully in operation and the trains are motoring along quite nicely. Thanks very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. Maybe, hopefully, see you next time.